The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. A good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. A hired man, who's not a shepherd, whose sheep are not his own, sees a wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. The wolf catches and scatters them. This is because he works for pay and has no concern for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know mine, mine know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I will lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold. These also I must lead. They will hear my voice. There will be one flock, one shepherd. This is why the Father loves me, because I lay down my life in order to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down on my own. I have the power to lay it down and the power to take it up again. This command I have received from my Father. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
The Good Shepherd Sunday, the Lord is the Good Shepherd. First, He calls us by name. We think of a shepherd today as a herd of sheep. In the Lord's day, the shepherd knew each one of his sheep by name. He cared for each one of them personally. I've had several dogs. One was Nicky, 14 years, Schnoodle, two Schnauzers, Remington and Winchester. And these all had their name before I got them. And a Chinese crested Dreamer. Anyway, so my favorite story is I would walk them about 8 blocks, and a block from home there's a fire hydrant. If I'd go 12 blocks, they'd get to the fire hydrant and salute it. Anyway, so I knew them very well. The Lord knows us by name. He calls us by name. Probably He has a nickname for us, a term of endearment. Secondly, the shepherd was always with his sheep. There weren't a fence or a corral, day or night. The shepherd would lead the sheep. He didn't drive them. He would lead, and they would follow him. If not out in the field, at night, they would bring them to a cave. And there were several shepherds. All their sheep would go in the cave, and the shepherd at the entrance was the gate to keep the sheep in, the predators out, safe at night. And each morning, each shepherd would go out. They wouldn't separate the sheep. They would call. Each sheep would hear the shepherd's voice and naturally respond and follow and go to the shepherd, to the good shepherd. What a lesson for us in all of the noise of today's world. And third, there's times when the shepherd actually would, examples, they would lay down their life to save their sheep attacked by animals or thieves. So again, the Lord has that personal love for us, intimate love. He's always with us, good times and bad. He's laid down His life for us, out of love for us. We're in the year of Eucharistic revival. Sadly, many do not love the Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. One of the root causes of this lack of love for the Lord in the Eucharist, we ignore or do not sufficiently look into the sacrifices made by His love for our sake. It cost the Lord the whole passion to institute the Eucharist, to reflect that there's no greater love, no greater love. How can we repay the Lord for so much love? To love Him as He loves us wholly, without reserve, completely. We ask Mary to help us love the Lord, to think of Him often throughout the day, kindle in our hearts the flame of love between Jesus and Mary. Turn to Joseph to kindle in our hearts a deeper gratitude and love for the Lord in the Eucharist, that no one has loved us like the Lord. What more could He do for us?